Good day, guys, Austin here, and in this one today we're taking a look at Monster Hunter Ultimate 4, or Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. Whatever which way around that is, that's what we're taking a look at today. I'm playing this on my PC and we're utilising the Citra 3DS emulator. Now in the past this game wasn't, well, we couldn't get into the gameplay, and for those that did manage to get it through, whether it be through hack and slash from some kind of way, you wasn't enjoying it. Now I've heard tall tales from the emulation community that this is now working and booting. From what I've seen and from what I've heard, it's not exactly top notch, but I'm here. I've got the most recent build from the Citra official website. In other words, I'm using the Canary build, which has been, well, it's basically a rename of the Bleeding Edge build. So this is the most cutting edge. It literally came out the door today. It may have crashes, bugs, errors, all kinds of stuff going on, but we live on the edge. The good thing about playing with these is that it brings to us sometimes more performance, better compatibility, and other features which we enjoy. Anyway, enough of my waffles. Let's actually get into the game and see how far we can take this. Okay, new game. Well, already I am seeing, before I start this is the first time I am playing this on the emulator. It's the first time I booted it up. It's also the first time my phone just beeped because I forgot to turn off the volume. And, well, we're going to see how this works together, see how far we can push this. Already, as you can see, things aren't doing a very good start. Right, let's name this. Obviously, Austin. So I'm using my mouse to control the secondary screen. We'll go into more settings about how you can do screens, how we can do the resolution, what kind of impact, and see if we can boost performance and compatibility once we're more into the game. For now, I just want to get into the game so I can start messing around. It's exciting that this is now working. This is one of them franchises that I know I would love. I really do. This has been sitting on my shelf for like a year, and it's like a can of worms I haven't wanted to open as of yet, because I know that this will suck my life away. Okay, confirm. Yes, of course, don't question me. What should we call this dude? Let's call him Dave, eh? Dave. So, once we're into the game, I'll start talking about more of how we're going to do this, show you what configuration I'm running at this moment in time, and some things that we need to start looking out for. Yeah, get into the game, will ya? Jesus wept. Okay, so while this is loading up and doing whatever it's doing, let's have a look at some things you need to be taking note of. Alright, first off. Yeah, let's have some beginner quests. First time I've played this, so there you go. Right, point to note, down here in the bottom right hand corner, we have got speed. Currently it's running at 66%, and we're running at 25 frames per second. That is obviously lesser than what we would want, but it is loaded, it is booting. Whenever you're doing this kind of stuff, it's always got an impact in the game. We've already seen that there is graphical bugs, but hopefully that will only be in the menu parts. Now we'll see if it's actually in the game also. Yeah, my specs are in the description down below as well, guys, so you can see what kind of impact it will have, notably on your system. Although I am running this on a 1080, don't take that on board too much. That's only if we're going to start pushing things higher, as the base game, native resolution or low resolution, it will only really, or should in most cases, only impact on your CPU. So we're looking at per core gruntage, all that kind of stuff. Well, we are seeing some really slow frame rates here. This isn't good, not good at all. Obviously I've disabled the audio to this. I am hearing the sound, I'm hearing the music. It's not good at this moment in time because the game's running so slow, but it could be due to the cutscenes. I'll tell you what we could do, which may aid us in this quest. Sometimes if we go into the audio, go down to null, in other words, I'm going to turn off the sound, that can increase the actual frame rate. But of course, the knock-on effect, or the caveat to that, is the fact that we will have no audio, which I hate doing. So take a look at this. I'm now going to commit it and see if it has any impact. Take a second for it to kick in. Yay, we've got an extra frame per second, and it's dropped back down again. Oh no, we're up. Yeah, we've got a slight increase. It's nothing to write home about. Bearing in mind that I can't even see anything in the screen. But we'll go through anyway. Let's turn the audio back on so I can torch my own ears. Right, can we skip this? No, I can't. What I'm going to do now then is fast forward and bring you to some actual gameplay. Ah, we're in! Why did I even say that? Yeah. Come on, let me get on. Okay, look at this then. Okay, so as you can see, this is the world that we have been given. A world full of pixelated fog, low frame rates, and, well, low resolution as well. So at the moment, I would say this is definitely not a playable game. Yes, it is playing the game, but not any experience that anybody would enjoy, unless you like slow games. Right, let's see if I can make any changes here that could kind of give us some speed ups. So already, as you can see, I've got this running at 240p. That's the native resolution of the Nintendo 3DS. Let's pump it up. If anything, it's gonna hamper, but it may clean up some of the pixelated fog that we got going on. Let's do it. Ah, it has changed the fog, but it's brought the frames per second even lower. But it is looking much better. I'll give it that. I've done literally no research onto this game in terms of compatibility with Citra. I did hear that it has been working, albeit not very well. I thought it is because people were trying to play this on the dad's laptop or something like that. When I heard that it was working, I was expecting more. Maybe there is some extra things that we could do, and we'll try and do some of them now. However, in the emulator itself, there isn't really much we can play with other than, well, some of the settings that we're going to be playing with now. So let's have a play anyway, see what we can get out of this. First off, let's, just for the giggles of it, let's go to 4K. Okay, so 4K actually gets rid of all that kind of stuff. We've now dropped to 6 frames per second, blistering pace. I'll be lucky to keep up with this game. But, yeah, that's not really playable, is it? And it's not really the 4K thing going on. We seem to be hampered with the same stuff that we've seen on the, well, when we were looking at Metroid the other day. Even though I've turned the resolution all the way up, we seem to be having some scaling issues or resolution issues, which isn't really being cleaned up with these kind of games. I'm going to have to do some research into seeing what's going on with this. Some people have some good ideas and they put it in the comments. If you guys have got better experience, some things that I should be looking at that I'm not going to cover in this video, also give me a heads up in the comments down below. Again, this is the first time I've booted this game up. I've done no research. I don't know what the hell's going on with it. I'm as much in the dark as you guys. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn it back to native resolution to try and give me some actual gameplay, or something that I can actually work with. There we go. So it definitely does speed it up, turning down the resolution. What else can we play with in here? I don't think we got really much now. So we got general. This is going to make no impact whatsoever when playing the game. System, my information. Again, no impact in actually emulating the games. Input wise, something that you guys were telling me is that the actual gamepads are now configurable. Maybe because I've manually configured my config file to have joypad support. It won't let me configure them, but literally if I click on there, it won't register the key, probably because I've done it manually. If you guys do know that it's working and you've put it in, again, comments down below so I can keep up with you guys to know what you guys, how many times did I say that, you guys are experiencing. Graphics wise, yeah, this is all we've got. Limit's going to make no difference because we're not exactly going past the limit of the original. Yeah, we've got nothing there. That's basically to throttle games which are being emulated too fast. So it's going to make no difference there whatsoever. So I'll turn that back on. JIT shader definitely turned on. Enable hardware renderer, yes, definitely. This is going to make no difference either, but we'll have a look anyway. Single screen. Let's blow this right up. So if it was working, that would be the most beautiful version of the game. Let's start rocking around the world anyway. See what's happening up on the ship. On the stern of the ship? Is that what they call it? I'm no Navy guy, I'm an Army guy. So I've got no idea when it comes to that kind of talk. Yo she shanties. Right, anything else we can play with? I think this is what we're blessed with, to be honest. Again, people maybe with more gigahertz, more compatible rigs or whatever, they may be able to get more joy out of this one, but for me, nah. There's nothing I can play with it. Audio-wise, again, I can turn off the volume. But no, it's not making any impact. It's not helping me out anything. So turn audio back on. Auto, debug-wise, again, nothing we can play with here. And again, nothing we can play with here. So we are stuck with this. The only option now is to do some research, see if I can do anything outside of the emulator, as in the configs and things like that. But it looks like those guys who have got it working, maybe they're using a custom build or something like that. But for me, this is not a working game. Yeah, we can get in there, yeah, we can run around, but we're going to take no enjoyment out of playing this game whatsoever. So, sorry for that, guys. I heard that this one was working. I wish that it was, because, again, it's probably a can of worms that I don't really want to open, but I do know that this is an awesome franchise, and this is an awesome game that I really want to get into. It's been stuck on my shelf for literally about a year now, and I'm probably going to curse the day that we do actually get this working properly. So, as always, guys, put in the comments down below if you want me to test any other games, if you want me to test any other emulators, if you want me to do anything at all. Also, make sure you get onto my Facebook page, because at the moment I'm, well, informing you guys about future projects that I'm working on for main videos. This is just me having a play around, testing out some emulators to catch myself up into the scene. There will be more dedicated videos with EMU-NATION for actual in-depth looks at emulators, where I've done research, we've caught up with it all, and I'm giving the knowledge out to you guys, what you can now do with it. This apparently has got multiplayer, which is awesome. Semu's got multiplayer, awesome. Demule's been updated, awesome. RetroPie, I've got loads of builds coming out for that one, images for you guys who, well, can't really be bothered jumping through the hoops to try and get your home setups working. I've done all the hard work for you. You just add your ROMs and then you're good to go. And, well, there's lots of other emulators. In fact, there's so many emulators that we need to catch up on. It's going to be a tough month, but a month that I cannot wait to get involved with. So, thanks as always. Please like, please subscribe. Please do all the things that you would do in this slow motion world where we are sea shanties on the stern of the ship. But most of all, you have a good day. Laters!